Hey, thanks for joining me. Dusty from Crack Addict Breaks here. Today I want to talk about CSG, Certified Sports Guarantee. It's a grading service that came into the hobby about a year ago. A lot of mixed reviews, I think more so to the negative side. I graded about 2,000 cards with them over 10 different submissions over the course of about 3 months, and I was pretty unhappy with a lot of the results. I felt like most of the cards I got back were probably a half a point to a point lower than I felt what they really should be. I think a lot of people that submitted cards must have felt the same way because they recently changed their grading scale. They made their 9.5s their 10s, and they got rid of subgrades. After I got my last submission back, I don't know, I guess about 6 months ago, I just quit grading with them. Figured I'd wait till PSA came back to a reasonable price. Still waiting for that to happen. That could be some time yet. So I'm gonna give CSG another shot. Also, when they changed their grading standard, or their grading scale, made the 9.5s the new 10s, and they changed their label. They said that you could send in all your 9.5s, or send in whatever 9.5s you wanted, pay $5 and get them into a 10 holder. So I'm gonna do a few things. I just thought I'd share it. I thought it was interesting. Number one, I'm gonna send in some 9.5s that I have, and I'll tell you why, to get into 10 holders. So like this card here is a 1-of-1 Superfractor from Stadium Club, 2021 Stadium Club Chrome of Honus Wagner. I just think it'll sell better in a 10 holder because people want to see a 1-of-1, and they'd rather see in a 10 than a 9.5 holder. This Griffey here, it's a rare insert that's numbered to 1400, which is pretty low from the 90s. I think it'll match the new label well. I guess the main reason I'm going to send some of these 9.5s in for 10s because they're just going to sell better in a 10 holder. That's how people's minds work. They want to see it in a 10, they don't want to see it in a 9.5, even though the 9.5 and the 10, gem mint, they're the same grade. So cards with subgrades, because they're not doing subgrades anymore, if you have cards with subgrades, if you have one that's a 9.5 and it's like 10, 10, 9.5, 9.5, that's a card I probably would keep in the green label because it's a gem plus because you have 2 10s. But this card here is a 9.5 with a 9 and 2 other 9.5s, so it's a basic 9.5 is what they call that. So I'd rather see it in a 10 holder. This card is impossible to get in a 10 with all these extra edges and everything, these die cut cards, and it's a serial number card out of 25, so I just think it'll be better in a 10. Another thing I'm doing is, I got, like I said, a lot of cards back that I just thought were undergraded. I'm gonna crack some of these cards out and send them in for a regrade and see if they give it the same grade or if they upgrade it or downgrade it. I have no idea, we'll find out, but these are all cards that I thought should be graded higher than what they are. Another thing I'm gonna do with them is, I took a shot at HGA and I sent them some cards. Here's we'll look at that card last, but this card right here I think is undergraded. I think it should be 10. It's got 9.5 for corners and centering and 9 for surface and edges, and they gave it a 9. I think this card's a gem all day long. Here's a card that I agree with the grade. Very expensive Bowman Tom Brady rookie card. I think it's a 9. I don't disagree, but I think it'll sell better in a CSG holder now that they're working with eBay and they're gaining more traction. And HGA kind of fell off a little bit and they're behind. And then this card worth many thousands, I just feel is undergraded. The card's a gem, and this HGA grade's really tough. And I'm gonna crack it out of the holder and give it a shot and see what happens. Even if it grades a 9 at CSG, I think it's still worth more in a CSG 9 than a HGA 9, although I think the card is at least a Mint Plus, which that's their new 9.5 grade, if not a Gem Mint 10. And then just to see how they grade crossovers, and I'm not even sure, I'll have to look at their website if they'll cross HGA, but if they do, I'll send this card in the holder to see if they'll cross it. I don't disagree with this grade. I think that this card's a 9. Just think it'll be worth more in a CSG holder. I'm also getting one more shot at bulk. I got a bunch of cards. I have a wide range of cards I want to send in to see how they'll do. I've got, you know, ultra modern cards here. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. Some prospects, you know, I got Shoei rookie, Jordan rookie, short print of Jared Kelenic, just Joe Adell auto, just to give you a kind of idea what kind of stuff I'm sending in. You know, some early Hank Aaron stuff, you know, vintage. So I'm giving them a wide selection to see what they're doing, if they've changed their whole grading standard or just the Gem Mint. And now that they got rid of the pristine, that's another thing too, is if you have green label pristine 10s, I would hold on to them because they're not doing the pristine grade anymore. We got some football, we got some raw Brady rookies, so we got some modern stuff. We got, I don't think I have any ultra modern football. We got some pretty cool PMGs, kind of a staple in the sports card world. Some vintage football. So we're gonna give these guys another shot and send them a whole bunch of stuff. Some ultra modern basketball, and then some early Jordan, well, not early Jordan, but some cards from the 90s. These are prototypes. And then people sometimes ask me, why do you send in stuff like this? Those cards are $1 or $2. Well, you know, if they grade Gem Mint, then people want them in 10 holders and they're worth a lot more than that. So I'll take a shot for 12 bucks. Some oddball stuff, Kobe, some more kind of oddball stuff, but popular. So all kinds of stuff we're sending in, just all across the board stuff to see if they've changed how they grade, if they're not as tight, if they're going to be more lenient, which they wouldn't be wrong in doing that because they weren't just tough before, they were unfair. So we're hoping that CSG, with the traction they're building, with taking partnership with or becoming partners with eBay and seeing them become a little bit more popular, maybe that they're gonna grade a little bit more accurately. And I know people talked about like, oh, you know, I'm glad they grade tough because that means you're getting an accurate grade. Just because they grade really tough doesn't mean it's accurate. If you get an 8.5 and the card's actually a 9 or a 9.5, it just means they're super tough and unfair. But anyway, that's it. Well, I'll do another video actually on, I've never cracked either a CSG or an HGA holder. So I'll do a video on cracking those out and we'll see how that goes for the cards that I'm cracking out. And also, I don't know if I talked about the giveaway at the beginning of the video or not, but if I didn't, just check us out. Check out our Facebook page, talks about the giveaway. Also, there's a video here on YouTube that talks about the giveaway. And check out our eBay, see what we got for sale, what breaks are coming up. We're posting new cards all the time. Thank you, subscribe, hit that like button and that little bell so you can find out when we have more videos coming out. Later.